with the Kansas City Chiefs. And off we go from Denver. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Tavon Austin. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Edwards-Helaire now off the option. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
From the 29, Newton, and he checks this one down to Williams. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a gain of a couple there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll run with Austin. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Completes it to Austin. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Great, great, great!
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You got enough. 20. Check 15. Check 15.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Here we go, D. 8. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm trying to collect. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the 50, Newton. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Yellow. I'm on 80.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. What's the run? They're running it.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Von Miller. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
Check 26, check 26. 8.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Go. Check 4, check 4. 8.
On the carry here, it's Austin. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. Alexander Johnson there on the stop.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Off the option, it's Edwards-Helaire. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Von Miller with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Watch 2. Night, sweetheart. Share. Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Mike's 50. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
On 1st down, Newton. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Great.
On 2nd down, it's Austin, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike's 50. Ricky. Gun.
Now Newton. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. Remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Throwing on 2nd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Second and 10. To throw is Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Well, good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50.
Gun.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Out of time. Hey, no, look at it. Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Hey, here I come. Here I come. What are you?
Here's Newton. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Choose the light all day, punk.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Here's Newton. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Fighting his way through contact and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. He'll be
brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Newton to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
54. All day, just like that. Just like that. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Williams. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get him. 42 is the Mike. 42. 42 is the Mike.
Throwing is Newton. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Rush in, 20.
Out of the backfield, it's Austin. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st and 10, Newton finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They fake the give. Newton. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second and a couple, Mahomes buying time to his left. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Caught, Kelsey, left side. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They will try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10.
I got you. I got you. March 50, March 50, March 50. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn.
Here's Newton. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Newton. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Gun. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And this one too low.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey! Watch two. All right, T, let's get Mike 2. Gun. You better be afraid of me.
They'll run with Austin. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Newton. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult.
Touchdown! Tavon Austin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And Mahomes going to keep it himself. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. So that'll back him up 5. That's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Draymond Jones in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st down, Newton. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Newton. Austin's got it left side. and a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Denver. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Newton on 1st down. He's going to go up top again. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Newton. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Let's go, Mike 50. Get ready. Here we go, 50. Mike 50.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Newton on 1st down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Newton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Kansas City, they earn one final victory and finish the regular season at 13-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss means they finish with a mark of 10 wins and 7 losses. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture.
Thank you.